The device you're probably using right now has a battery inside it. Let's say you're using your laptop. Boom, a battery. All immediately. A tablet, battery. A phone, also a battery. You know, got a battery inside. It itself is not a battery. Unless you use it as one, which you definitely can. If you have a handy dandy OTG USB-C adapter, you can actually use your phone as a power bank for another device. Could be phone, could be headphones, could be anything, could be something weird, but hey, that's you do you, I guess. But how do batteries degrade even? How does that happen? Well, batteries degrade naturally. Even if you don't use them, they will still degrade over time, you know? Batteries degrade because their chemical process inside them gets worse and worse. The more you charge them, the faster they get worse. So for example, if I let this phone charge up to 100%, boom, that's already way worse than charging it to like 80%, maybe even 75%. If I let the battery drop under 20%, boom, that's also bad for the battery because there's not enough charge for it to keep itself working optimally. It has to work less, which in this case is actually worse for the battery. It has to work less, and if you charge it too much, it has to work more to actually use up that charge, which is also bad for the battery. So you have to get that perfect middle ground of 20% to 80, maybe even 85%, just like Samsung does it on their phones. But the worst thing for batteries, which a lot of people find convenient, even I find it convenient in times where I'm on a rush to somewhere, like, oh, hey, 20 minutes before we go to this restaurant, or 20 minutes before we go on our flight, or 20 minutes before we go on vacation. I have no choice. Like, or, you know, if I want to take my power bank with me in the car, just have wires all over the place, just like my computer. Which that's just not fun. You just have a charger plugged in your phone while you're trying to enjoy a trip. A clunky power bank with you, way thicker than this. It just ruins the vibe, you know, of being cable free and on a vacation. So yeah, it's just way better to use fast charging before you go. But fast charging is bad for your phone because it charges the battery way more quickly than it should. The reason why is because charging a battery fast essentially forces all the positive and negative charges to go on one side, right? Well, there's these like little coils in there, pluses, negatives, pluses, negatives, pluses, negatives. The electricity that you put in your phone, you know, when you charge it, recharges them because it moves them to one side essentially. Imagine, you know, just two sides. You charge it, goes back on the other side. That's the basic version of it, you know. And when you do that, you know, when you charge your phone, if you charge it quickly, it's just like, whoa, has to go way more quickly than it's used to. But if you charge it normally, it's like this. It's smooth, it's way better for the battery and overall, even for the device's health. Because, you know, if you have to remove the battery from your device, it might turn on, or it might just not work completely. For example, let's take this tablet. If I remove the battery from this, it'll probably not turn on. And even if it does turn on, it will work like crap. Seriously. Let's take this, I have an HP laptop on here. It's way too heavy to pick up though. So there's like take this HP laptop for example. It has a removable battery, and you can add a secondary battery apparently. So if I remove the battery mid-working, there's a chance it'll shut off, and there's a chance it'll just keep working, but way slower. Because you're relying on just the charger itself to give you enough power, which usually isn't enough for computers, especially laptops, gaming laptops especially. And desktops don't even have batteries because they'd instantly eat them up. Like, nom, nom, nom. Like, it'd be like a snack for them. Or for a laptop, it's like an entire gourmet meal. Well, except if it's a gaming laptop, then it's like also a snack. Well, two snacks probably. But yeah, it's just batteries degrade over time. They don't last forever. No matter how good you make a battery, lithium ion, lipo batteries, hell, even alkaline, but those aren't even rechargeable. What the hell? Um, they will eventually reach their end. They won't last forever, and they won't let you charge them forever. Like, sure, they might last forever. Yeah, in some cases they'll last forever, but they'll struggle with holding a charge, or they won't last forever and they just start leaking out fluids, which is pretty common with alkaline batteries, in my case at least. Usually, lithium batteries cause me problems when if you just stab a battery with something sharp, with metal or a knife or maybe even a screwdriver, that'll just cause chaos. Don't do that. Genuinely, don't do that. So many problems can arise from that. Toxic fumes, burning. Hell, you could start an actual fire in your house, maybe even in the woods, wherever you try that. Don't try it. It's not meant to be tampered with, which is why phone manufacturers did this. Well, and greed, of course, and water resistance, which, to be fair, it is way easier to waterproof a phone this way, or water resist a phone this way, with a removable back. But Samsung did prove it 5 years ago, before this phone, that you can, in fact, have a removable back and water resistance. But besides that, batteries are not to be messed with. They are basically the predators of your device. Because, if your device runs hot, that affects the battery. If your device runs too cold, that also affects the battery. One time I did a project for school where I tested out how long a tablet can last in the freezer. How long the battery lasts at least. So like it was minus 19 Celsius in the fridge or freezer. Maybe even more. Maybe I set it to minus 21, 23 Celsius. Just to be like, why not? Let's see how much it can handle. And I was watching YouTube videos the entire time, Linus Tech Tip videos. And the entire time I was watching it, you were able to see the battery percentage gradually, pretty quickly drop down. Like, tick, 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 tick. And at a moment, suddenly it turned off. It didn't even fully reach like 0%. It was like somewhere here in the 20s, maybe in 10s. Boom, it just died. Probably because it either got too cold, so the battery just shut itself off to protect itself, or because the chemicals, the lithium ion the lithium ion just couldn't move. The pluses and negatives inside, they couldn't move because it was so cold. They just froze up, and it just caused the device to die because there wasn't enough of a charge. So when it came back, took it out of the freezer, let it cool down, made sure all the moisture that built up on it didn't, accidentally break the tablet. I had to wipe it off with a towel as much as possible to get all the water off. I turned it on, 52%. Yeah, that's how cold can affect your phone or tablet or whatever has a battery. Same goes for heat. Too much heat is bad for a device. And if you want to charge your device quickly and safely, I recommend going into your Samsung battery settings or maybe even iPhone settings, disabling super fast charging. You can keep on fast charging. That shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's way slower than super fast charging, which my phone can reach up to 45 watts. However, that's useless because it's barely better than 25 watts, which is why I still have a 25 watt brick. But keep it on fast charging. Or, hey, if you have a lot of time, or if you're just watching videos in bed on your phone, late at night and you might fall asleep, turn off fast charging and supercharging, plug it in, and hope to God. Oh, make sure to turn on protect battery so it doesn't go past 85%, and then hope that you wake up randomly in the middle of the night to unplug it. But seriously, it's really useful having slow charging still be an option and not letting your phone completely charge up to 100. Very convenient to have on a phone. But yeah. Oh yeah, most optimal charging range in Celsius at least is 10 Celsius to 40 Celsius. So keep that in mind. Another thing Samsung's told me. So yeah, don't mess with batteries. They're very scary. Don't play around with batteries because they're scary. And just don't abuse it, man. Try to take good care of your battery because that thing is essentially letting your device run. Without a battery, the device you're using right now, if it uses a battery, maybe if you're on a TV, doesn't need a battery. You're on a desktop computer, also doesn't need a battery. If you're on a laptop or a tablet or phone, hell, maybe if you got a really good watch, then yeah, the battery is the most essential part in that device. Because without it, all the hardware, all that software on it, completely useless. So, yeah. Thank you guys for watching this video. Comment, like, and subscribe, and please, if I made any errors in this video, which I won't be surprised if I did, I tried doing this as much as I can off of memory, so please, I would absolutely appreciate if some of you corrected me in the comments. It's generally not a problem. So, thank you guys for watching. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace.